Is it working now? Hello. Konban Kokone. Hello. Actually, am I a little too soon in? Let me zoom out a little bit. Hello. How's the volume? Let me know if it's too low, too loud. You hear Kokone? I can hear. Hello. So today, as you may see, I am going to be doing some Edgar Allan Poe reading. It's in another tab, so sudden Kokone whisper jump scared me. Oh shoot, that is a jump scare. Too lazy to name. Thank you so much for 6 months. Kokone was a bunny girl art made a while back on where? Wait, what site is that? I don't know. Oh, you tell me. Hello. Volume sounds great. Yeah. Okay. So today we are going to be reading three Edgar Allan Poe stories or poems. But depending on how long it takes, we may or may not read a few more, although I will say that I didn't practice the ones besides the 3, so it may be a little janky, but we'll see. Sorry I'm late, no worries. I'm not joking. Wait, but I'm not joking either when I say I don't know what R34 is. Wait, Rule 34? Wait, but that's not a site, is it? Unless you mean the anonymous board. Wait, why is it on there? Huh. But final time, thank you so much for the super. 5 weeks until Kokone's. Oh shoot. Don't remind me, it's so close already. Oh, damn. 5 weeks indeed. It is actually 2. Wait, it's 2 sites? Huh? Anyways, that, unfortunately, I do not know. You will probably have to ask someone else. Yeah, I've only posted it on Twitter and YouTube. I've only ever posted it onto Twitter and YouTube, so, if it is on those sites, it is definitely not me. You said me clear. True, thank you. I see. I see. Yeah, I didn't show anything yabe on that one. Why is it on there? Anyways, we'll go straight to the Edgar Allan Poe poem readings. I think we'll first start off with something that is very literary courtesy as an artist. Well, it wasn't me who posted it there though. I mean, I may have been the one who... Wait. They posted the one I drew, right? They didn't, like, redraw like a porn version and then said I drew it, did they? Wait, that'd be so funny. But also, that'd be lies. What? I'm so confused. Anyways, we're going to be starting off with a dream within a dream. Fitting for us, right? Okay. Take this kiss upon the brow, and imparting from now. Wait, let me start this over. Same one. Okay. I gotta cleanse my mind from that little bit of news that I got. Okay. A Dream Within a Dream by Edgar Allan Poe. Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much meant me avow. You're not wrong to deem that my days have been a dream. Yet, if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, isn't therefore less gone? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep, while I weep, while I weep. Oh God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Oh God, can I not save one from the pitiless wave? Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? I messed up a bit, but sweet soft depression. Yes, it does talk about how life seems to blur between dreams and reality, and what really is reality. It is a poem about existential crisis, from what I can tell. But is real life not but a dream of the gods? So that's what Inception is based on. Possibly, actually. Yeah, he had a tough life indeed. He did grow up in not the most ideal situations. Yeah, he spent a lot of time sobbing in caves and being sobbing in caves. Literally me, for real, bro. Literally the original scene kid of the 1800s. So the next poem that I have lined up is the all-time famous, the world-renowned, or possibly infamous, depending on who you talk to, The Raven. Have you really even lived if you haven't wrote in a cave while you sobbed in rage? True. Definitely an experience everyone should have. Okay, so the next one is The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wish the morrow. Vainly I have sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. As the silken, sad, uncertain rustlings of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with the fantastical terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, to repeating to some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. That this is it and nothing more. Presently, my soul grew stronger, hesitating, then no longer. Sir, said I, or madam, truly, your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is, I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here, I opened the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token. And the only word there spoken was a whispered word, Lenore. This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, something louder than before. Surely, said I, surely there is something at my window lattice. Let me see then, what thereat is, and the mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. Open here, I flung the shutter, when, with many a flit and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon the bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird, beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore, though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven. Ghastly grim, an ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore, tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marveled, this ungainly fowl, to hear her discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living being ever yet was blessed with seeing a bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on that placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word did he outbore. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow, he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by a reply so aptly spoken. "Doubtless," said I, "what it utters is only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore." But the raven still beguiling all my sad soul into smiling. Straight I wheeled a cushion seat in front of the bird, and bust and door. Then, upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself into linking. Fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking, "Nevermore." This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er. But whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloating o'er, she shall pass, nevermore. Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfume from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tuffeted floor. "Wretch," I cried, "thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee respite and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff, this kind of nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." "Prophet," said I, "think of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate, yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home to horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there, balm and Gilead, tell me, I implore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." "Prophet," said I, "think of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by the God who we both adore, tell the soul with sorrow laden if, within the distant Aiden, it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." "Be that word or sign of parting, bird or fiend," I shrieked, upstarting, "get thee back into the tempest and the nice Plutonian shore. Leave no blank bloom as a token of that lie that thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust upon my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." And the raven, never filleting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws a shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Oh man, in the middle of it, an eyelash fell into my eye and I tried so hard not to squirm. Let me get that eyelash out of my eye right now. There we go. Yeah, that was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, about one lonely, now bachelor, descending into madness. It's quite the wild ride of a poem. Let me grab a little water. Very intense. Lonely bachelor descending to madness. No wonder he's so relatable for most VTubers. Stop. A certified classic. It is. Actually, this one, it's definitely a classic of Edgar Allan Poe's. But I actually wasn't planning on reading this one until staff asked me directly to read this one. Jackson, thank you so much for the gold tags. Dockery, thank you so much for the gold tags. And Bear B, thank you so much for the gold tags. I know Atonement, thank you so much for the gold tags. Edgar Allan Poe truly lived in a society. Hello, welcome. They sure did. The staff song. Apparently this one is staff song's favorite. Allan. Our last one. What was that? Was it my chair? I was shifting. It sounded like the mic was in the vacuum. Wait. Oh, is it when I cup the ears? Sorry. The next one, it's like getting in a vacuum and then coming out. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not quite sure. I know some people like it. Other people like the tapping. Do you like the tapping? And then came the tapping. Rapping. Ah, man. Give us a wet willy. Ew. I don't wanna lick this. I really get tingles. Honestly. Same. But I've been told my voice is good for ASMR. So that's why I do it. Also, I do like reading. But when it comes to like actually listening to ASMR, I don't quite listen to it myself. Tapping on my chamber door, more likely than you think. Slime noises. I do have some slime, but maybe we'll play around with that after the readings. You like industrial wood sounds, right? Or trainers or whatever. Yeah, I like industrial wood sounds, like wood carving, and like metal sounds, like blacksmithing. I like those kinds of sounds, which I'm not sure quite qualifies as like ASMR. What have you read the book club book to us? Oh, maybe. Might blowing on the ears feel nice, does it? Wait, okay, for those who don't like blowing on the ears, close your ear, like, take your headphones off. 3, 2, 1. Did you even hear anything? I don't know. Opening ears. Okay. Anyways, we're going to the last story that I have prepared is The Cask of Amontillado. Closing my ears. No, I was gonna. Oh shoot, wait, hold on. I think I may have accidentally set the live stream to... Oh, no wonder the chat's a little slow. Okay. That one was better. Oh my god, my neurons. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Mm-hmm. But yes, we will be reading The Cask of Amontillado. Hold on, let me retie my hair. Okay, you should make that Friday the 13th, or was the Halloween sound effect the choo-choo-ha? Wait, is it like a Halloween toy that makes that sound for the breathing? But yes, we have The Cask of Amontillado as the last story, and this one is a little bit longer. Is it the movie? Choo choo ha ha. What? Okay. Anyways, is everyone ready to go inside my walls? It's Jason's background music. Oh shoot! I'll have to listen to it after the stream. Oh, I'll have to listen to it. I don't remember it. Yeah. Link in the Discord later for me to watch. Okay. Let me take a little swish of water. Okay. The Cask of Amontillado. The 1,000 injuries of Fortunato I had borne as I best could. Oh, yeah. Let me start over. The 1,000 injuries of Fortunato I had borne as I best could, but when he ventured upon insult, I vowed revenge. You, who so well know the nature of my soul, will not suppose, however, that I gave utterance to a threat. At length, I would be avenged. This was a point definitively settled. But the very definitiveness with which it was resolved precluded the idea of risk. I must not only punish, but punish with impunity. A wrong is unredressed when retribution overtakes its redresser. It is equally unredressed when the avenger fails to make himself felt as such to him who has done the wrong. It must be understood that neither by word nor deed had I given Fortunato cause to doubt my goodwill. I continued, as was my wont, to smile in his face, and he did not perceive that my smile now was at the thought of his immolation. He had a weak point, this Fortunato. Although in other regards he was a man to be respected and even feared, he prided himself on his connoisseurship in wine. Few Italians have the true virtuoso spirit. For the most part, their enthusiasm is adopted to suit the time and opportunity, to practice imposture upon the British and the Austrian millionaires. In painting and gemmery, Fortunato, like his countrymen, was a quack. But in the matter of old wines, he was sincere. In this respect, I did not differ from him materially. I was skillful in the Italian vintages myself, and I bought largely whenever I could. It was about dusk, one evening during the supreme madness of the carnival season, that I encountered my friend. He accosted me with the excessive warmth, for he had been drinking much. This man wore motley. He had on a tight-fitting party-striped dress, and his head was surmounted by a canonical cap and bells. I was so pleased to see him that I thought I should never have done wringing his hand. I said to him, "My dear Fortunato, you are luckily met. How remarkably well you are looking today. But I have received a pipe of what passes for Amontillado, and I have my doubts." "How?" he said. "Amontillado? A pipe? Impossible. And in the middle of a carnival." "I have my doubts," I replied, "and I was silly enough to pay the full Amontillado price without consulting you in the matter. You were not to be found, and I was fearful of losing a bargain." "Oh, Amontillado, I have my doubts." "Amontillado? And I must satisfy them." "Ah, Amontillado. As you're engaged, I am on my way to see Lucchesi. If anyone has a critical turn, it is he. He will tell me." "Lucchesi cannot tell Amontillado from sherry. And yet, some fools will have it that his taste is a match for your own. Come, let us go." "Whither?" "To your vault." "My friend, no. I will not impose upon your good nature. I perceive you have an engagement. Lucchesi..." "I have no engagement. Come." "My friend, no. It is not the engagement, but the severe cold with which I perceive you are afflicted. The vaults are insufferably damp. They are encrusted with nitre. Let us go, nevertheless. The cold is merely nothing. Amontillado, you have been imposed upon, and as for Lucchesi, he cannot distinguish sherry from Amontillado." Thus speaking, Fortunato possessed himself of my arm, putting on a mask of black silk and drawing a roquelier closely about my person. I suffered him to hurry me to my palazzo. There were no attendants at home. They had absconded to make it merry in the honor of the time. I had told them that I should not return until the morning, and had given them explicit orders not to stir from the house. These orders were sufficient, I knew well, to ensure their immediate disappearance, one and all, as soon as my back was turned. I took for their sconces 2 flambeaux, and giving one to Fortunato, bowed him through several suites of rooms to the archway that led to the vaults. I passed down a long, winding staircase, requesting him to be cautious as he followed. We came at length to the foot of the descent, and stood together on the damp ground of the catacombs of the Montresors. The gait of my friend was unsteady, and the bells upon his cap jingled as he strode. The pipe, he said. It is further on, said I. But observe the white webwork which gleams from those cavern walls. He turned toward me and looked into my eye with two filmy orbs that distilled the rheum of intoxication. Neither? He asked, at length. Neither, I replied. How long have you had that cough? My poor friend found it impossible to reply for many minutes. It is nothing, he said at last. Come, I said, with decision. We will go back. Your health is precious. You are rich, respected, admired, beloved. You are happy, as once I was. You are a man to be missed. For me, it is no matter. We will go back. You will be ill, and I cannot be responsible. Besides, there is the Gessie. Oh, enough, he said. The cough is a mere nothing. It will not kill me. I shall not die of cough. True, I replied. And indeed, I had no intention of alarming you unnecessarily. But you should use all proper caution. A draught of this medoc will defend us from the damps. Here, I knocked off the neck of a bottle which I drew from a long row of its fellows that lay upon the mould. Drink, I said, presenting him the wine. He raised it to his lips with a leer. He paused and nodded to me familiarly while his bells jingled. I drink, he said, to the buried that repose around us, and I to your long life. He again took my arms, and we proceeded. These votes, he said, are extensive. The Montressors, I replied, were a great and numerous family. I forget your arms. A huge human foot door in a field azure, the foot crushes a serpent rampant whose fangs are embedded in the heel. And the motto? Nemo me impune la cassette. Good, he said. The wine sparkled in his eyes, and the bells jingled. My own fancy grew warm with a medoc. We had passed through walls of piled bones, with casks and puncheons intermingling into the innermost recesses of the catacombs. I paused again, and this time I made bold to seize Fortunato by the arm above the elbow. The nitre, I said. See, it increases. It hangs like moss upon the vault. We are below the river's bed. The drops of moisture trickle among the bones. Come, we will get you back ere it is too late. Your cough. It is nothing, he said. Let us go on. But first, another draught of the medoc. I broke and reached him a flagon of Edgar. He emptied it at a breath. His eyes flashed with a fierce light. He laughed and threw the bottle upward with a gesticulation I did not understand. I looked at him in surprise. He repeated a movement, a grotesque one. You do not comprehend, he said. Not I replied. Oh, then you are not of the Brotherhood. How? You are not of the Masons. Yes, yes, I said. Yes, yes. You? Impossible. A mason? A mason? Mm-hmm. I replied. A sign, he said. It is this, I answered, producing a trowel from beneath the folds of my recolère. You jest, he exclaimed, recoiling a few paces. But let us proceed to the Amontillado. Be it so, I said, replacing the tool beneath the cloak, and again offering him my arm. He leaned upon it heavily as we continued our route in search of the Amontillado. We passed through a range of low archives, descended, passed on, and descending again, arriving at a deep crypt in which the foulness of the air caused our flambeau rather to glow than flame. At the most remote end of the crypt, there appeared another less spacious. Its walls had been lined with human remains, piled to the vault overhead, in the fashion of the great catacombs of Paris. 3 sides of this interior crypt were still ornamented in this manner. From the 4th, the bones had been thrown down, and lay promiscuously upon the earth, forming at one point a mound of some size. Within the walls thus exposed by the displacing of the bones, we perceived a still interior recess, in deep about 4 feet, in width 3, in height 6 or 7. It seemed to have been constructed for no especial use within itself, but formed merely the interval between 2 of the colossal supports of the roof of the catacombs, and was backed by one of their circumscribing walls of solid granite. It was in vain that Fortunato, uplifting his dual torch, endeavored to pry into the depth of the recess. Its termination, the feeble light did not enable us to see. Proceed, I said. Herein is the Amontillado. As for the guessy, he's ignorant. He's an ignoramus, interrupted my friend, as he stepped unsteadily forward, while I followed immediately at his heels. In an instant, he had reached the extremity of the niche, and finding his progress arrested by the rock, stood stupidly bewildered. A moment more, and I had fettered him to the granite. In its surface were 2 iron staples distant from each other about 2 feet horizontally. From one of these depended a short chain, from the other a padlock. Throwing the links about his waist, it was but the work of a few seconds to secure it. He was much too astounded to resist. Withdrawing the key, I stepped back from the recess. Pass your hand, I said, over the wall. You cannot help feeling the nitre. Indeed, it is very damp. Once more, let me implore you to return. No? Then I must positively leave you, but I must first render you all the little attentions in my power. The Amontillado, ejaculated my friend, not yet recovered from his astonishment. True, I replied. The Amontillado. As I said these words, I busied myself among the pile of bones of which I have spoken before. Throwing them aside, I soon uncovered a quantity of building stone and mortar. With these materials, and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of the niche. I had scarcely laid the first year of the masonry when I discovered that the intoxication of Fortunato had, in a great measure, worn off. The earliest indication I had of this was a low moaning cry from the depth of the recess. It was not the cry of the drunken man. There was then a long and obstinate silence. I had laid the second tier, and a third, and a fourth. And then I heard the furious vibrations of the chain. The noise lasted for several minutes, during which I hearkened to it with more satisfaction. I ceased my labors and sat down upon the bones. When at last the clanking subsided, I resumed the trowel and finished without interruption the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh tier. The wall was now nearly upon a level with my breast. Again I paused, and, holding the flambeau over the masonwork, threw a few feeble rays upon the figure within. A succession of loud and shrill screams bursting suddenly from the throat of the chain form seemed to toss me violently back. For a brief moment I hesitated. I even trembled. Unsheathing my rapier, I began to grope at it about the recess, but the thought of an instant reassured me. I placed my hand upon the solid fabric of the catacombs and felt satisfied. I approached the wall. I replied to the yells of him who clamored. I re-echoed. I aided. I surpassed them in volume and in strength. I did this, and the clamor grew still. It was now midnight, and my task was drawing to a close. I had completed the 8th, the 9th, the 10th tier. I had finished a portion of the last and the 11th. There remained but a single stone to be fitted and plastered in. I struggled with its weight. I placed it partially in its destined position. But now, there came from out the niche a low laugh that erected the hairs upon my head. It was succeeded by a sad voice, which I had difficulty in recognizing as that of the noble Fortunato. The voice said, "A very good joke indeed. An excellent jest. We will have many a rich laugh about this at the palazzo over our wine." "The Amontillado," I said. Yes, the Amontillado. But is it not getting late? Will they not be waiting us at the palazzo? The lady, Fortunato, and the rest. Let us be gone." "Yes," I said, "let us be gone." "For the love of God, Montresor!" "Yes," I said, "for the love of God." But to these words, I hearkened in vain for a reply. I grew impatient. I called aloud, "Fortunato!" No answer. I called again, "Fortunato!" No answer still. I thrust the torch through the remaining aperture and let it fall within. There came forth, in reply, only a jingling of bells. My heart grew sick, on account of the dampness of the catacombs. I hastened to make an end of my labor. I forced the last stone into its position. I plastered it up. Against the new masonry, I re-erected the old rampart of bones. For half of a century, no mortal has disturbed them. In pace requiescat. Sacred. The end of Fortunato's life. Rest in peace. Oh, that was a long one. Alright. Let me readjust myself. Sick prank, bro. F's in chat for Fortunato. The thing about like this story that's so fascinating is that you don't know what Fortunato did in order to like call for this kind of revenge. Like, what did he do? He just said an insult from all we know. The only thing that Montresor says is that he insulted him. As for Fortunato, one of his best. It was a very true. I hope you didn't hear that. My stomach is starting to growl. I don't know why. I ate enough, I thought. But my stomach is growling. Hopefully you didn't hear it. But yes, F for the homie Fortunato. He deemed nuts. One. Dresser had a gamer moment, low key. Called his waifu trash. Oh my goodness. You know what? That's probably what Fortunato did. He was like, you play waifu games. You don't have a real wife like me? You must be a loser. That's probably what he said to Montresor. And then Montresor was like, oh, what the fuck? How dare you? How dare you insult my wife? How dare you insult my way of living? I can't have this normie live his happy life while I am all alone in my own with just catacombs and a staff that hates me. They made a movie with Vincent Pierce and mashed it up with another story solely give him a reason. Wait, really? Wait, Vincent Price. I said Pierce. I don't know who Vincent Price is. I'm really bad with actor names. I don't follow actors. Like, actually, my roommate got mad at me because I kept mentioning that I can't tell the difference between Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds. And I'm like, they're the same person to me. And I can't tell which one's which no matter what. When everyone asks me, I'm like, which one was a Deadpool again? And was he the one that was starring in the Notebook? I honestly can't tell the difference between them. I tried. But yeah, Vincent Price is a thriller guy. Okay, I know his face. I'm sorry. That still didn't ring a bell, so I had to Google. Ryan Gosling is literally me? What? Kokone face blind moments, dude. I don't know what it is. You know, maybe I should do like a study of them, like how I study faces for like drawing. Yeah, his face is very, very recognizable now that I googled it. Wait, one of the first images that I see for Vincent Price is like him with like a bat. So I was like, oh, was he like in Batman or something? But then the site article name title was like was bisexual and pretty off. And it cuts off at AW, so I was like, awful, but it says a pretty awesome dad. I was like, why would they do this? You should try drawing one of them from memory. Wait, of Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds. I'll literally copy and paste because I can't tell the difference. Wait, hold on. Ryan versus, I mean, it can't just be me because it's a whole ass meme, right? It can't just be me who gets confused because a lot of people are getting confused because there's a whole Ryan Reynolds versus Ryan Gosling thing. Okay, one of them has a deeper set eye and one is brown, the eye color brown. The other has blue eyes. But which one is which? I'm not quite sure. Which one has the blue eyes? A federal offense in Canada to not recognize the prime exports of Ryans? Wait, are both of them Ryan? Are both of them Canadian? That's a whole roller coaster of emotions in one Google search. I thought that meme was a silly joke. No, that meme is me. I literally can't tell. Ryan Gosling is literally me. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Is the brown-eyed one the Ryan Reynolds son? that literally tells me nothing. I'm just asking, which one is the one that has blue eyes? As a Canadian, I can say yes, sure, why not? I'm literally Deadpool. Wait, so then you're literally Ryan Reynolds. So either of these Ryans are literally you, chat, which means they're still the same fucking person. We're all Ryan Gosling on this blessed day. I don't know flushes, I'm too weak. Oh shit, is that why I can't tell the difference? I'm just too weak. I'm too weak for this. To tell how actors apart. Oh my god. Why did I Blue Eyes White Dragon? Yeah, Blue Eyes White Dragon. One of them is a Blue Eyes White Dragon. The other one is a Brown Eye White Dragon. Ryan Gosling usually looks sad. Ryan Reynolds usually looks goofy. Oh wait, this picture shows it. Okay, I see which one's which. Ryan Gosling is the one with blue eyes. Okay, gotcha. Gosling's the Barbie man. I didn't watch Barbie, so I wouldn't know. Okay, that description actually helps me. Depending on the photo. Okay. The one with the deeper double eyelid, so that their eyes look like they're crying. They've been crying all the time. Is Gosling. Gotcha. Yes, that piercing sad puppy eyes. Yeah, his eyes looks like it's a little swollen because of crying. Barbie banger movie. Actually, at the party that I was at on Saturday, someone was like really excited about the Barbie movie. Like, they watched it and they were so excited about it. They were trying to get everyone else in that party to watch the Barbie movie too. So I can see a lot of strong emotions attached with the Barbie movie. We are Ken-up. I haven't seen it either, but maybe sometime. Yeah, I might see it when it's when it's available for streaming. Yeah, those were the three. Oh, maybe I should type it up. Those were the three Edgar Allan Poe stories that I had saved. Copy. And then okay. And then paste. Wait, not reference. Duplicate. There we go. And then do this. And then, nope, we are not J Condom episode 10. We read A Dream Within a Dream. Oops. Oh god, I'm so hungry. Then we read The Rape. Oops. And then we read I can't read the But did anyone have a request of a poem for Edgar Allan Poe that I did not read? Barbie Build. Based in Barbie Build. Where do these names come from? How hungry. My stomach's just been growling the whole time. I can't. Oh, also, wait, chat. While we're streaming, I might as well give you guys a little preview of something I'm working on. I did this right after work for like an hour, and then like so it's like only a sketch and like a really rough outline, but I think you'll still enjoy it. I think I want to make this the wallpaper for to give coconuts this month, and then I'll give like I'll have to see about the larger res. Wait, did I give a larger res wallpaper this month? What did I give this month? Let's see, let me go to the community. Oh wait, I did give you a wallpaper this month, so it'll be for next month. Oh wait, no, I'll give this as a mobile wallpaper for everyone. Did Edgar Allan Poe write Twilight? If so, you can read that? Twilight, the vampire the Twilight the vampire love story. Please, Kokone, we're starving. Okay, hold on. Wait, let me double check. Studio mode. Ah, okay. Let me. What's this? What's this? Oh? That's just oh sorry, I should have worn flashbang because it's all white. It's a bright screen. But I did this I thought of this composition and like drawing right after work, so then I did this in like I did this in an hour, so hopefully I'll get to finish it. But Edgar Allan Poe directed Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yes, he did. But yeah, my eyes. This is a little sneak peek. I'll probably do finish this off stream though, because it's pretty rough. I'm not gonna have time to like make it fully finished, so it's not gonna be like the line work is probably gonna be like this max. It's super sketchy, but I'm probably not gonna clean it up. You get so much done when you don't have chat distracting you. I know, I told you. Two coconuts with a deadly combination. Wait, 10 points to whoever can guess who this person is. 10 points to I already got approval from her to draw her with me. I already got approval from her to draw her with me when one of these days. So she's maybe nope. But she hasn't seen it yet. Yeah. Is that the mirror UFO? No. But yes, it It is Miss Emma, Onia Emma. It's me? Oh dang. Wait, are you a hot lady? Are you a hot anime lady? Oh damn. But yes, it's Onia Emma. And so our outfits, our summer outfits actually had a lot in common. We both have sunglasses, we both have high ponytails, we both have metal clasps holding on for dear life. We both have hip jewelry and a see-through shawl. So I really wanted to draw us together because we just had so much in common. Beating her ice cream should have been me. No, we're married. You can't get in between us. We're married. We are all secretly hot ladies. Sorry you had to found out this way. What? Actually, should I? Wait, Chat, I have a question. Would you prefer to have this stream be purely ASMR and purely focused on the Edgar Allan Poe poetry, or would you mind if I just started drawing? Would you mind if I just started drawing now that we finished reading the Edgar Allan Poe poems? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do it on the same stream. That's like the one thing about YouTube, like streaming on YouTube, is where it's kind of bad for later on. Draws member content. Oh shoot. It's like it's harder to do like bouncing between different maybe switch to gorilla. Maybe I'll switch to gorilla then. If you need to get all that grind stuff, then by all means, yeah. I think I'll do a separate stream. Yeah, that's the one thing about YouTube where like I'll have to make different streams for different categories. But it makes sense. So I like to keep things categorized if I can. Although I've been a little lazy about my YouTube categorization. I'll have to find a better way for the playlists. Because okay, wait. You know, before I go on and talk about more of this conversation, hold on. Let me do a proper ASMR. Goodbye. Can I read into myself? I could if I make the stream thingy. Thingy. I could if I make the stream. I don't know what it's called. The weight room. Let me make the gorilla schedule stream. Drawing. Wait. Gorilla. Drawing waifu moment. Okay. And then starring Emma Omiya. There we go. The weight room thingy? Yeah, the weight room thingy. I'm making, okay, change my thumbnail to the gorilla oh shoot. I need to change the thumbnail of the, you know, the Blue Archive, wait, was it the Blue Archive? No. Wait, yeah, Blue Archive and Honkai Star Rail Gachapol, because I don't like seeing this. I don't like seeing the gorilla thumbnail on my list of videos. I gotta remember to do that. Okay. Done. Does it work? Did you already miss all the Edgar Allan stories? You did! But we are switching to a different stream. So if you want to like play it on the side as we do another stream where I draw, you are more than free to, because we will be ending this VOD or this stream in a moment. Wait, I lost the thingy. Okay, there we go. And then we edit this, and then we customize this, and then we redirect to this. There we go. Is your tongue long? Ah. That's my tongue. Bah. Alright. But yes, I will close off this stream so that the VOD is all Edgar Allan Poe, and I'll see you in the non-ASMR drawing stream. I'll switch to my usual mic. Okay, see you in a bit. Kokone, or see you.